Yes, you are at the right place. It is Maximum Styles pin location. This is where we are right now. And on the round table discussion.
You got me today, don't worry.
I saw you, and I am your Limpopo Queen Desiree Khoshiradi, welcoming you alongside my king, Pepsin Mkhanyakude.
Yeah. The only king.
All right.
With the only queen.
Hey,
of the
I
round
don't
table.
know. I don't know about today. I'm not pampering you as much as I always do because today I am the sandwich, darling.
You disappointed me, actually.
I am the sandwich.
When you called the round table, the right way, I got disappointed, I must say. But it's all good. Yeah.
You want it red. I know you're crazy about the color, but unfortunately it's round and colorless.
Yeah. No, I think today we've got a very, what do I call it? It's a special edition.
It's a special edition.
It's a special edition. You know why?
Tell me.
Because we've got a veteran. One of my favorites.
Of course. Most of the viewers who have grown up with him, just like you, would remember him as Temba Manyoni. And he is also known as Momo Dread. And
yes.
He comes all the way from Soweto, Orlando. And this gentleman has associated with so many iconic names that you guys are such fan of. So we are going to go through that with him. And I know that he owes us a discussion about his tour that he had to do in 2015. I don't know if you're aware of it, but I'm very interested to know if it happened. Is it still coming? Or what has happened from 2015 up to now? This is what we're going to be talking about. I know you've got a lot of history with him, so you can drop it in there and show off.
Today we're steering even.
Steering
some mpela.
Mr. ZuluMuffin.
ZuluMuffin. Yeah, man. Smomos.
Sure, Pep.
Welcome, my guy.
Pleasure, sir.
This is the round table. And Lana Jaman, we don't have rules. Normally, that's what we say.
Okay.
And we are saying this because we want you to feel free. We want you to feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Just feel as if you are home.
All right.
Yeah, but not as if you are home.
I was about to say so, but I'm home, bro.
You are home, yeah. This been your home for like almost a decade, if not over a decade.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. We here, we talk the way we want to talk. We speak the way we want to speak in whatever language. You express yourself the way you want to express yourself in whatever. Yeah. So we're nice, eh?
Yeah,
are you comfortable?
Comfy.
All right,
comfy.
let's see this. If you're comfortable, we'll see. Cheers, man. Cheers. The beautiful lady in the house.
Okay.
Cheers. If you take a sip of this nice Shivas Regal. I think Shivas Reda. Shivas Regal. Yeah? Shivas Reda. Yeah, no, as long as you take a sip, then I would know that you are comfortable.
No, I'm comfy, Pep. I'm good, sir.
Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm well. Can't complain. Living life. What more can I want?
Who, NJ?
I'm just me.
Upful. No, man. Is that my phone?
I don't know.
It
I
should
think
be
it
yours.
is.
It's mine.
TV installer.
Just switch it off. Tell them that I'm busy with Momo Dread here. I'm busy with Momo Dread. We don't want any disturbance. Just switch it off here. Des?
Yes, darling.
Momo Dread.
Of course, Momo Dread. I am excited to get to know you better.
Well, I don't know what else you want to know about me. Well, like you said, born and bred in Orlando. East and west side of Orlando, started off as a naughty boy like any other naughty teenager or young boy would,
both stowed when
basically, yeah. Stowed bezinto ezigrand, ukathenda amachoir, dance classes,
Yeah.
That's me being naughty.
Okay, but now, in Soweto, you said you were born in Orlando?
Yeah, Orlando East.
Okay, Orlando East.
Yeah.
As a young boy, because the years that you were born in, it's the era where Soweto was still known to be, the hardcore loction when it comes to gangsterism, being rough, tsotsi, and hijacks, housebreak, and apartheid as well was there, and it was big at the time. How do you survive as a young man in that type of environment, especially go Orlando? Soweto, Gaibon, but Orlando.
Luckily the street, we had like you said, a gangster, Mapetla. Then we had another brother, I just forgot his name. And then he used to own a studio. Then we used to see Abo Brenda frequenting La Piana and Abo Lundi frequenting La Piana. So for me, that shaped me differently, even though being looking Kule Orlando, nothing is into Guguti, they can happen around me like thugging, can I be start to me in Ichek roll,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Makawasa, things like
What's
that.
that? What's Jack Roll?
It used to be a famous name for a gang of people that you do not want to mess around with.
Exactly, like they will come around nothing equals amantombazane, and then they will pick up any girl in a force. So at least to escape now, I'm quite happy kuza abantu abanginikeza a different light and an inspiration yokuphuma out of the surrounding le engu.
But what I also like about what you're saying, as rough as it was in Soweto, it was also very artistic.
Yes.
Most definitely.
The arts there were like, the core. Because we have, how many superstars do we have from Soweto?
Yo, bro, like, I used to see Abu Choma fella like nobody's business. Abu Mshefane,
Bala.
Bala. Because of next door Naga Kokwam, there used to be a huge tavern there. They used to call it DJs in. Ngale saskati they find Abu Magonka.
Yeah.
So like everyone that you will see on TV or hear on radio, you'll almost see them every weekend,
That's true. Yeah. And they're so proud, like Babu Lundi, my friend. The fact that he is still in Soweto and he is still loving the hood, that tells me, Guti, when you are from Soweto, you have nothing but to be proud of being where you are, because Soweto is such a proud place to be from. It's like it's fashionable to be from Soweto. And Rona Baba Twambo Kimbali Butwa. Yeah, no, ngathi vele ikare reitasa vele aritswa Kimberley coming into Josie. The Limpopo queen here. How do you feel?
I was born in Soweto. Hold on. Me? I was born in Netherlands. Yeah, I was.
Hello.
I was delivered. Hold on. I was delivered in Baragwanath Hospital. You know that?
I've seen her.
There's Ruwaitasa.
And not even my family still have properties in Soweto, Zola 3, Zola North. You understand? You know what I mean? But I was raised in Zebediela because my parents divorced when I was very young. So my grandmother had to take me back, look after me because my mom went overseas. My father was
so I'm the only foreigner
working full time.
Am I the only foreigner?
The only foreigner. When I the only foreigner.
Guys, do you want to take me? No. But it's all good. It's all right. Listen here. In Kimberley, we've got diamonds. In Kimberley, we've got diamonds, Baba. The most precious stones ever.
Momo Dread. Kareka suka no xenophobia no so.
But it's all good. I like it. I love being in Josie.
Yeah.
Josie is such a vibe, man.
That's a vibe.
We meet with different people, from everywhere. And the nice thing about it is it feels and it looks like we all came to Josie for survival. We all came to Josie, to get something. And that something is our life, So it really feels good to be here. So Smomoza,
sure.
We're not surviving all these things, Mokasi, and seeing all of these people, and most of celebrities and all this the nice life comes with a lot of things as well, like your drugs, joining a gang. How do you survive? Because drugs are everywhere. Especially go kasi like also way to like I know personally, I know people by the talent is so huge, but babula work it drug.
Pep, sometimes like how did I not join? Like ngomusa kaNkulunkulu angaze ngadla ne drug.
What type of an upbringing did you have?
Unless it's ganja, but I've never tasted. Like I was about to come that to say the upbringing is the one that shaped me.
Yeah.
Like sometimes having your moms and your paps guiding you, and now ungabi but admitting ukuthi they've learned ezinye izinto, so maybe tipa ukuthi hey, when you touch there you're gonna get burned, so know that you're gonna get burned. So I think the upbringing ngiyambonga umama ngiyambonga ubaba, especially umama for ukungisondeza edu zahlala ngincindi sibele bese bathi umama's boy. I think ngiseyivuka kuba mama's boy because ngabe yabo ngabe bengasu mama's boy ngabe ngo root boy yabo.
Yeah. The other thing is and we'll be talking about you, mama's boy. We'll be I remember the feeling when the first feeling when I got into your yard, your home. Yeah. When you step into a place and you just feel the strictness and the discipline. You haven't met the parents of the house or the parents of the home, but as you just step in.
Gate, you can feel it.
You feel her more as a more fella. You need to ask for water. You don't just go and so Coco Halonara, like your moms were strict, yeah?
Very strict. Very
disciplined.
Strict moms, until age 25, I cannot do good thing in the engine after 9. That's how strict she was. It's okay. You're 21 and old, but you're still living under my roof.
And also
under my roof, 9 o'clock, I want you home. Do dishes, do the gardening. Those normal chores that shape you in some other way or form without you realizing.
Are you shaped, Velo? Yeah? Do you still do the dishes? Do you still cook?
I'm the chef.
Mimosa.
But to be honest, perhaps. I've worked with people from Soweto a lot, actually only people from Soweto in my life. And they're also disciplined. They come from homes that are teaching them respect and humbleness. They're very humble people and they work hard. And so it's, I think it's a misconception of the area to believe that coming from there means now utlorugwaza or something like that. So I can understand, I can attest to what he's saying.
Soweto is chilled.
I'm relatable to, I relate to what he's saying. Most homes are like that.
Soweto is chilled. Soweto is actually chilled. I don't know the picture that's been painted, Kayona, why is it such a bad picture? But it's actually very colorful.
But for me, it's like each and every neighborhood is being painted with the same brush or color, So even if it's not Kulumang Mambisa, or it's Kulumang Alex, or it's Kulumang,
you'll still hear the
everyone
stories.
Will say, hey, Fosto is dangerous. Oh, hey, Mambisa is dangerous. And then when you go there, it's like a chilled neighborhood, in fact, Like now, and then where is this fear that I was, supposed to be,
It's this thing of a large number of people focusing on a small part of the area where there is gangsterism. Instead of focusing on how many churches are there in the area, you focus on these gangsters who are doing things, and then it ends up.
Which is everywhere, by the way.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. Whatever brush or picture that's been painted, Kasuwetu, it's everywhere. I can tell you the same thing about Kimberley Khalishiwe.
Sure.
People have been killed. There's been hijacks. There's been house breakings. There's been fights. There's been, people that were affected by the apartheid. There's basically everything that is being said about Soweto. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
You understand? So, Momo's can you please tell me, Brian? You grew up in a very disciplined and strict family, and if family yako was not Rastafarian. But you are Rasta. You are Rasta, right?
I am.
Yeah. Do you want to tell us more about how you became a Rastafarian within a household which is not Rastafarian, which is rather traditional, or was it Christian?
Traditional.
Very
traditional. Yeah, very traditional. Well, comparing a tradition. no burasta.
Yeah.
Principles and order is the same.
It's the same, yeah.
You know, like follow the 10 commandments. Follow the 10 commandments. You know, most of the time I'm putting most of the time. You understand?
Yeah,
it's true to Sako. You know, your afro. You know, you leave your afro and be black and proud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it felt like I'm not breaking away basically from the culture part that I grew up with. For me now is the same. You know what I'm saying? Guna malanga da, you need to fast, you know. Nangesinguni phela siya fast, akuna malanga la ukuthi hayi na uma umuntu okwamela ufaste ugqume ufuthe, you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
The process yethu leyo yokufasta ke siguni, but for mina ngibone ngazathi I'm not moving away from my family background, but basically I'm exploring evolution. We are that culture that I grew up under.
I like that.
Do you know, I always want to ask this question, but I just forget. To both of you, how would you describe Rastafarianism?
How do you describe? Is there a description for it?
Well, there is a description.
They normally have a description, and the description they say is a way of life.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you describe a way of life? You know,
that way of life is like your Buddha, your Krishna type of way of life, where you humble yourself to a certain level, or try to mimic Jesus as
the Christ.
You know, like become like Jesus, basically. You know, that's what Rastafari is, striving to be a good person and trying to do good. And if we do
serving
good,
a purpose,
you know, it's serving a purpose, because the world is going to be more peaceful and more harmonic, you know.
Okay, so now that's the faith of it, right?
That's the faith
of it. Now, describe, describe, but break it down for me how the image comes about, because we are all quite aware of the image of Rastafarian, but we don't know the significance of it.
Well, the image came about when in Jamaica, they wanted to be more like us, Africans, you know.
Yeah.
And then they were studying groups like the Mau Mau. Now, the Mau Mau tribe has dreads. They don't cut off their locks. But they are not Rasta, but they have dreads as a tribe.
Yeah.
You know. So when those Jamaicans saw those Mau Mau warriors, they said, and then we are going to adopt the image, because the image is dreadful and terrible. For that time and space, they wanted to be dreadful and terrible because of they were fighting a certain system.
Yeah.
So they wanted to look dreadful, you know. And then they adopted the Mau Mau culture of the dreadlocks.
Okay.
And then after time, there were those who went deeper into the Bible and saw that, it also is there in the Bible to be grow. A Nazarene, and you let your locks and your beard grow for a certain period of time. Some you take it for a lifetime, because it's not everyone that is going to be a Nazarene wire.
Yeah.
Because even the scripture tells you that there are those that are going to take it for a certain period of time. Then there are those who are going to take it for lifetime until maybe Jah calls Jah calls them, you know.
Yeah.
But also there's power and strength in growing your hair, and that image.
True.
I'm taking from the famous book of life, the Bible. The one of the most strongest men, with massive strength, Samson. That's where you'd find his strength. Do you understand? So that's also what it signifies. Your strength as a human being is also in your hair, and I think that's when now the Rastafari decided to also adopt the image to say, this is where our strength is. This is how we are going to present ourselves and to fight against the system that they were fighting then. You understand?
Okay.
And like I said, we're trying to follow in the footsteps of Christ.
Yeah.
So that's why in most of the time when we're moving around, especially young kids, when they see Rasta, they'll say, hey, there's Jesus. Why do they say there's Jesus? Because of that image of Jesus. You'll never see Christ without beard in any photo, even if he's white in that photo.
Yeah.
Okay. So you said until Jah calls you. Yeah. Who is Jah?
Jah is the Most High. Different names for the Most High or the Almighty or the Omnipotent.
Okay.
Different languages, different names for the same person, the same source.
The Most High.
The Most High.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's your dread, Momo Dread? Hey, this guy used to have he used to have the longest dreadlocks. I don't know, like the dreads they were long. Like, where are they? Smamos.
I had to chop them, you know. Like,
apparently now you are no longer Momo Dread, you are Smamoza.
Smamoza. Mr. Lover.
ZuluMuffin.
No, man, dreadlocks, like I said, in the Nazarene vow, you know, when you, I think it's number 6 in Leviticus 19. When certain situations occur, or when you come close to a corpse, you chop your locks and then you start over, you know. So there was a certain space in time, I lost my mom, and then I had to chop my locks.
Oh, shame.
That's
Sorry
where they
about
went,
that.
perhaps. My mom took them.
Dang. But I'm sure you don't regret. I mean,
No, I don't.
I know you to be
I
very
don't.
close to your mom.
Yeah, I don't, because I had to be born again without my mom.
True. You know? Actually, Linda, that's what actually happened with me. You know, I had long hair. You know, if you check my old ragamuffin pictures,
I know.
you know, I had like very long hair, and I was, well taken care of. I was looking good at the time, you know. But then when my mom passed, I was like, you know, I'm starting all over. And when Bo Malume said you have to cut, I just looked at my hair like once, like I'm losing you, Wavaya son. And then I allowed them to cut it, you know. So it was a new start, and ever since I don't even regret.
Same here, Pep. I don't regret at all, you know.
Yeah.
It's like that cleansing ceremony, you know.
And you even feel it in your spirit.
You feel it. You feel it, bro. There was something that was lifted off like my shoulder, like that weight that I couldn't see. As soon as my locks were down, they were like,
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you though. Yeah.
Okay. I see.
So, Momo, from being, I don't want to say derailed, but from taking a different direction from home, you became a Rasta. How long have you been in the movement of Rastafari?
I think from 93.
From 93?
Yeah, 2004.
Yeah. And that's where you learned your music. I mean, that's where you connected with music. Reggae music.
Music, long time I had connection with it. Like I used to attend the choir, no mama. Mama used to sing for Imilonji Agwantu, you know, one of the biggest choir in Soweto. So I used to attend choir practices. Primary school where I used to go, my grandma used to be a musical teacher. So I had no choice but to attend her classes also because I'm the grandson.
Oh, that's where this falsetto thing comes from.
Yeah.
That's where this falsetto. You know this guy, when Des, I've never seen a talented person like this. Like, to create a song for him comes like naturally. It comes easy. You don't spend an hour with him in studio and you don't have a song.
Okay.
That's how talented he is.
Interesting.
But I guess it's that experience that I'm talking about, you know, starting from an early age, you know, not just singing music, but learning music, how to sight read, you know. After 4 or 5 years, you are interested in writing your own scores now. You know, as young was...
Oh, you write scores? You don't write lyrics?
Yeah, but now it's in school they teach you notes like erbo, mi so
Your crotchets,
mi fa
your-
fa mi la la so. Did you do that, Paps?
No, I didn't.
That's what I'm talking about.
I didn't. I come from writing lyrics. You know, we don't care whether they rhyme or they don't rhyme. You know, we just write lyrics and then we just go like. Once you hear this, you just know there must be a melody that comes from it. You know, or kidi notes or kidi the score. I don't know how to write scores. Dada, do you know how to write scores? Momo Dread knows how to do it. Momo.
No, man, I had passion for music like from long time. And then when I decided to do reggae, it was something that I felt like, okay, sharp, reggae is, apart from Lucky Dube, apart from Jambo and whosoever that was there at that time, there is no one who is young like me to take over from them.
And you started young, yeah?
You know, yeah.
How old were you then?
My first project, in 2014 or 20... 95. Yeah, I think 95 or...
You were almost 14, 15 there.
Because I mean, my project, I worked down. It was like I was still a boy, you know.
I'm actually coming there. You know, from your first project.
First project, bro.
Do you still remember your first song? Your first project? Like your first song from Mabogodo or Junior Dread?
We didn't even do that song, Fit.
What happened, Kant?
I think I was not ready for studio recording. I was not used to studio setup.
Yeah.
You know, your mics and stuff. I was used to, we're in the line, it's a choir, we sing, you know.
Yeah.
So being on studio, hearing yourself with my earphones and hearing your voice, like...
And it's intimidating, yeah?
And you're there alone in the booth, you know. It was like, then, you know, what the hell is this?
It's intimidating, yeah?
Intimidating. The first time it was, bro. It was intimidating. But as I'm in Pelemoya, grinding, there was a guy, his name is Reggie. We started buying studio equipment. And then I did my first song, Slahla Sam.
Where is that song?
It's still around.
How did you do?
I didn't do that well.
Yeah.
Reason being, as a young artist, not knowing and understanding the other aspects of the business. You know, that comes after the recording. And
Konja, what year was this?
That was 2015 or 2016. Yeah, between there.
Okay, so now I know that you've had a thing called Dread House Crew. How did you come about that?
It was meeting a Matanzini with other friends of mine.
Yes.
My bestie, his name is Benji. I grew up with him, you know. And we had a link with another brother. His name is Simba. And we had another brother who was born. And basically, this is the elder that named and coined us Trade House.
Pick up on yourself, elder.
Respect.
Yeah, man.
And then we were used to seeing selectors and artists performing. And we felt like this is not the level. And we are the guys that can up the game and put it to a certain level. And then that's how we combined. It was 3 people who could sing and 1 guy who could DJ. And we had no problem of going to studios and making rhythms. We just took rhythms from Jamaica. We played a rhythm, we sing. Unfortunately, we don't have any recording as Trade House.
Yeah, and I know that you guys separated.
Yeah, we separated.
I mean, in the media, we read a nice, elegant explanation for it, but I'm wondering if it's a fact.
What is that?
You know, on media, they say that they all grew separate perspectives in their music industry or music careers and went separate ways. But you know, that's like...
What happened to Dread House, Mom?
It's split, bro.
Truth.
Like, what happened?
No, it's split.
No, I hear that, but what happened?
It's split this way ukuthi manje sekhona abanye abantu basihambela phambili registering on our behalf, but our signatures are not there, stuff like that, you know. Like when we wanted now to take it seriously, you know, like as a company. And then amongst ourselves as brethren, says Funukszayana, you know.
Oh, because I was just about to ask, was these external people
no, it was
that wanted to take over Dread House and go and register, or is it within the group?
Within the group, just for not shaming, naming and shaming, I won't say who. But
you know, one day, you know, there's a time. There will be a time where you're gonna have to talk about that. You know that, yeah?
Or they will come through and not fear to appropriate.
Yeah, and then they talk about whatever that you did, it's because me. Now we're very you know.
No, man. Between the 4 of us, one was a betrayer, and then we decided to split, you know. And then again, I was not gonna let music go.
Yeah,
because of sad. Now we Trade House has split, and then I'm not gonna do music, you know. That's when
it was a nice movement though, because you guys were big, eh?
Yo, it was, bro.
Like you guys were Soweto.
Yo,
like Dread House was Soweto. When you know, that's how big you guys were.
That's why it is famous when abantu were doing performances around the Marasta anyway. Like these ones are joking.
So,
we can do
Dread
it
House,
better.
who was, were you the Beyonce?
Put me on spot now. Don't put me on spot, Ja.
Were you the
Don't
Cisco?
Put me on
Were
spot,
you the
Ja.
Cisco?
Yeah, at least when you say Cisco, yeah, I was the Cisco.
The Michael Jackson?
Well,
Yeah, no, but yeah.
but then if you were the Michael Jackson, I'm sure you can recreate it. Hey? You don't need betrayers to do it.
No, I don't.
You can recreate it.
I mean, that's what you've been doing all these years.
I don't.
Okay. Yeah, so you were supposed to do a tour in 2015. Did you manage?
Nope.
What happened?
Couldn't manage. You know, like, for me, it took time for me to understand certain things about the music industry and the business aspect of things. I think those are some of the things that made me cancel and not do the tour without me proper understanding, you know?
Yes.
Because I cannot go and do a tour and then I come back here and then I don't know, it's okay, what fruits am I bearing from that tour?
But you were surrounded by such superstars. I've read that you associated Lebontando,
Robbie.
Puleng.
Puleng,
You had a song with Puleng.
Yeah. And we took, I think it was what? We had a summer, 2006, with Puleng.
Yeah.
With the best
Robbie
remake,
Malinga.
best remake of song of Letambulu. We did a remix.
Yeah.
The song Aga Letambulu, and then it won the best remix, you know.
And some Jamaican artists as well you worked with.
Yeah, I've done songs with Jamaican artists. Basically, Namatista Pass is South Africa. The fear that I've always heard is exploitation.
Okay.
I've always had the fear of exploitation.
Have you overcome that?
I try to. Like trusting brothers like Pep, you know?
Yeah.
And trusting the other guy that we started a company with, you know? That's how I'm trying to overcome that fear of exploitation. Because it's said to, for an example, to have the most famous song like a Happy Birthday and you're not collecting anything from it.
But why are you not collecting? What are you not doing that can place you in a position of collecting?
Well, after my mistakes, after Dread House and stuff like that, those were properly aligned. So I know with most of my material, I own it now.
Yeah.
That's nice,
And
man.
I collect
That
from
one
that.
deserves a clap.
Thank you.
Owning your own.
you.
That is
Thank you,
like,
you know?
yeah.
Which is good because you see a lot of especially us African artists, we always come and complain about someone exploiting us or taking our money, but there's a procedure of doing things, and I wonder why we are so reluctant to doing things the way that we're supposed to do. We're just happy to be in the creative side of things, and we neglect the business and administration side.
Yeah, and then also like what you were saying, Momo Dread has one of the biggest songs. That song is still big because whenever you go on stage, we let you perform all your other songs. But when you come to this one song,
Hey, Shendalong, I want to perform that song. Wish.
but you know that song, American Bove. That song, it's still the biggest song, but it is so old, it's not funny.
And he doesn't want to perform it anymore. And
No,
why?
I want, yeah.
Imagine, it's been how many years I've been singing that song?
Yo,
It's been how many years?
Yo.
The thing with that song, I did it in the time where no one wanted to sing about ganja.
Okay.
And no one wanted to associate themselves with marijuana.
Yeah.
Then I was like, okay, let me be that first one. Maybe it will work for me. And it did some way, somehow.
And
but
so
now,
why-
are you collecting? Like, are you collecting royalties for that song? Because, I'm trying to explain this song to you, Des. This song is big, yo. Like, you can't go to a dance and select a place and they don't play that song. You can't go to a stage show and Momo Dread is there and the crowd does not demand that song. How are you? You're not going to survive not performing that song. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, and do you have a song that outdoes that?
Me, personally, Me personally,
Yeah.
I think I have. But the masses out there, they still favor that song.
Yeah, so I would really advise that you don't stop performing it, but you've got your reasons, and what are they? If you can enlighten
For
us.
me, the reasons has been sometimes it gets tiring. You know?
You're getting bored of it.
Yeah, that song, like, for me now is the person that wrote it. Imagine, I've been singing it from that time. I sat down and wrote it and recorded it, and now performing it for I don't know how many. Like in Sanogus, I wonder how did other artists did it. You know, like your Marvin Gaye.
Mabuza still performs his hit song. Yeah?
I know.
It's like Vulinden.
Yeah.
You cannot be Brenda Fassie perform.
And remember, you are not performing it for
Vulindlela.
yourself. You are performing it for the masses.
Yeah.
You cannot be Brenda Fassie and you don't perform
Vulindlela.
But that's why I said I'm no longer gonna. But like I'm tired of performing it. It's not to say I'm no longer gonna perform the song.
But what will make me happy, Momo?
Yeah.
What will make me happy is
man.
when you collect, when that song is doing something for you.
It does, Pep. The thing is, when I get my mails and stuff from those that collect my royalties, you know, I as a publisher, I as a recording company. So when I get those record packs from other guys like your Sambro and stuff like that, it shows the number one song that gives me most of it. It's Meshabov.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's Meshabov.
That's
And then
very
your
good.
album, Zulu, no, your first album, before ZuluMuffin, you had...
It was Obuhlebako.
Obuhlebako.
Yeah, Obuhlebako. That was the first album.
A full...
Bro, I only have 2 albums.
I'm very much aware.
I only have 2 albums.
I'm very much aware. And, you know, it is so amazing. There's
Yeah.
most of the legends, like I'm going to, again, go back to Sipho Hot Sticks Mabuse. How many albums does he have?
I haven't counted.
3, I think, or if not 2. But he doesn't have a lot of albums. But one song from one album sustained him from the time. Was it from the 80s?
80s.
Yeah.
80s. When Burnout came out, I
Yeah.
think it was the 80s.
It was in the 80s.
Burnout.
All night long.
Burnout.
You know, but that's still the song for him. So, Luena, you're a veteran, my guy. You are, because even when we came into the scene, Mojozi, you know, we found you doing this thing. We found you being one of the artists that were on top. You know, other than Boom Shaka, Bongo Muffin, you know, Bo Abba, Nambo Stitch and whatnot, of which I want to come back there. I want us to talk about that era. But you were one of the dogs that we were looking up to, or we would always find you on stage, on the lineup. How does it feel to be just a veteran, Nji, or for doing this thing for so long?
You know, the thing is, I don't call myself a veteran.
Yeah.
I don't see myself as a veteran. I still feel good. I still need to work for that. You know, need to put on some more work for that. It's that's why it's hard for me to answer you to say how do I feel being a veteran. It's very hard because I don't see myself as one yet. I still feel like I still need to work.
You are.
How do you,
need to
here's
work.
the question. How do you feel knowing that the people who have been following you all your career feels that you are a veteran?
Overwhelming. Overwhelming.
It should be an honor, eh?
You know, it's an honor. It's an honor. It's an honor, and yet overwhelming. And again, it gives me another purpose to do more. You know,
Sure.
It gives me strength to go forward. You know,
Which is good. It means that when people actually respect your work, it makes you empowered. It empowers you to move forward. And I love that. So as fans, you already know you inspire your icons as well. Whatever it is, the flowers you're throwing at them makes them carry on and do better in life. And I like that. But you know, we left with 3 minutes and I would like to sign it out in a bit. So drop your bomb.
Your second album, ZuluMuffin.
ZuluMuffin.
That was one of your biggest albums as well. Tell us about ZuluMuffin.
I was basically introducing that ZuluMuffin, you know, changing from Patois or from Ragamuffin to ZuluMuffin, giving it a different signature. Because I can't go to Montego Bay, for an example, and perform Patois.
Yeah.
You know, I need to go to Montego Bay and give them something different and yet on the same vibe, you know?
Yeah.
I can't go there and give them...
You had how many songs there?
On ZuluMuffin?
Yeah.
I think it was 15. Yeah.
And Mahlambovu is in there.
Yeah, Meshabovu was there, but as in... Like, it's not on the cover sleeve.
Yeah.
But it's there as a surprise.
Yeah, no, but that's a nice song, and that's a beautiful album, by the way. Like that's one of the albums that even in my library I still have it.
Thank you,
You
sir.
know, that's
Is
a
it
that's a
on,
good.
Thank you, sir.
iTunes?
Yeah, it is. It is. That's where I found it.
Okay.
Yeah, you working on anything with Momos? Like we want you, dog. We've been. I mean, ZuluMuffin has been out. It's now 8 years, if not more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only now that I feel like going to studio again and starting up a project.
Yeah.
You know, I had to deal with grief. You know, I couldn't handle grief. I don't know why I couldn't, bro. Even now, sometimes I break down and cry, like serious,
know.
like cry.
I know.
So I had to, like, I don't know why. Even now, it's still taking me time to get over the grief, you know. But
Only
at least
like
now,
2005. I still sometimes cry now, and then you know I get my wife. And I'm 47, my
bro.
You know, so I know what you're saying.
But yeah, Pep, you know now, you know, soon.
I'll tell her, Spunugwazi, dog. She wants to know Spunugwazi. When is the next album coming up? And you know, who are you going to be working with? What's the plan? Like, because Fan has been waiting. Like, we've been waiting for so long.
The plan right now is to work with different production houses. You know, from Cape Town to Kimberley to Josie, you know.
Yeah.
But the best production houses, I'm like trying to show this niche industry that we have, that we can work together and collaborate if we want to.
I love that, yeah.
You know, that's why I'm not saying I want to give this project to this person or give this project to this person.
Have you started recording already?
Work with everyone. I'm supposed to start recording next week, you know?
Yeah.
I'm supposed to go to Cape Town and do my recordings there.
Momoza, we are waiting for you. I know you're going to deliver. We know that, you know, your art cannot just like end in computers and in studios.
It won't.
You know, we need you to come back. You know, we love you, we respect you. And basically today, it was just us giving you your flowers and reminding you who you are.
Yes.
In case, you know, you thought, Ogote, you know, you want to despair. We still want you. We still appreciate you. We still want to work with you. And, you know, we still want to see you on stages. You know, people like what Desiree, she's an artist as well. She still wants to work with you. You know, there's a whole lot of other youngsters that if it was not because of time, I would want to ask you, Guti, for the young people. We haven't spoken about your sons, which are also musicians. We haven't spoken about your family, your wife. You know, we haven't actually tapped in deep into who you are. But what I'm saying today is we just wanted to give you your flowers, dog, and make you understand that we still appreciate you and the industry still needs you. Yeah?
Aye.
Yeah,
Salute.
and for Ama
Salute.
2000s, the ones who don't know who you are, they're just about to see what you're capable of on the other side of the studio.
Yeah, my favorite part. I always like hearing this guy sing, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, guys, this was an awesome chat bringing back Momo Dread. We are very excited to see him live right here in Maximum Styles. We are signing out from the round table to the stage. I am your Limp Hop Queen, Desiree K. Khoshira.
Yeah. And the dogs go like, whoa, 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 whoa.
We have made it to the side of our favorite, of course. We all love to see our artists showing us what they are capable of. And right about now, Momo Dread is going to be performing for us live in Maximum Styles studio.
Smomoza! So where's his finest?
This is my love drop for you, my angel. Let me say love you, yeah. She's my star, my moon, my sunshine. She makes each and every day feel right. That's why she's my baby. That's why she's my lady. Promise to never leave you lonely. Promise to be your one and only. Show him in your eyes, Show iminyaka idlulile Amina nawe sibambele Kuyehla kubuye kunyukele Kumthwembu sithandwa kushubile Awuzange ungibekisele phansi Ungiphathe njengesinayi Wangiphatha njengenkosi Awuzange umamele abangani Mebethi uhlukane nami Uphume kimi She's my star, my moon, my sunshine She makes each and every day feel right That's why she's my baby That's why she's my lady Promise and never live lonely Promise to be your one and only Yes, that's why she's my baby That's why she's my lady Promise and never live lonely Promise to be your one and only
Thank you very much. That was indeed a steamy performance. Hey, did you see a backup dancer out here killing it?
Awo. Perception.
Yes, my baby. From the love of rhythm.
Right, yeah, that was My Baby by Momo Dread. Guys, I hope you had so much of fun and you are now gonna start following this guy's music because wow, right? I am signing out as your Limpopo Queen, Desiree K. Cause